Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Good Tidings Foundation's 25th anniversary show. I'm your host and Good Tidings board member, Dave Fleming. Well, I sure was hoping that I'd be greeting you tonight from the stage at the historic Warfield Theater, but of course, 2020 happened, so here I am in Good Tidings Winter Wonderland, where starting next week, we're going to be hosting hundreds of children and their families in a safe shopping environment to select much-needed toys to brighten up their holidays. Though this certainly has been a difficult year for almost all of us, here at Good Tidings, we powered through to create 4 amazing projects, award $100,000 in community service scholarships, and we launched a completely new program. And you can help us raise some much-needed funds this evening for our mission by participating in our Fund a Need. All you have to do is use your phone or computer to log into the URL, which is appearing on your screen now. So without further ado, let's take a look back at 2020 with our Year in Review film. Enjoy.
The Good Tidings Foundation is celebrating their 25th anniversary in 2020. Through a pandemic and social unrest, our charity powered through what would be a difficult year for most and not only completed what we originally had planned, but we implemented many new programs that were inspired by the times and culture the year had presented. It is surreal to think about where we have been or all we have experienced in 2020. Sometimes the only way to get through it is to hold on to the things that bring us joy, like giving and helping and sharing and spreading good tidings. Our year began by creating a new baseball field at St. Vincent's Home for Boys in San Rafael with former Yankee great CeCe Sabathia.
These boys have this field now to call their own. It's something that they can take care of, and it's beautiful. Like you said, I mean, it's in the valley in those mountains. Like, it is insane. It looks awesome. So I'm super excited that we were able to collab again on this project and another beautiful field.
We followed that with a complete gym refurbishment with the Golden State Warriors in Marin City. This is our 95th basketball court we have created in 25 years.
The words can't really express like the feeling and emotions that I really have, because it's been 34 years since this gym has really been touched or the floor been redone. I'm super thankful to the Warriors as well as Good Tidings Foundation for really coming together and making this happen.
I can't thank Good Tidings enough for their investment in the community. The Warriors have been investing in communities for years and years and years, and so these are our leaders of tomorrow. So whether they end up in the NBA or end up as doctors, lawyers, teachers, whatever, the investment in youth is incredible.
Next, we traveled south to National City, California to produce a state-of-the-art music studio with our newest partner, Jason Mraz.
I was blown away. I was so touched by the dedication, not just to me, obviously there's photographs of me in this room, but the dedication of the builders, designers, Good Tidings Foundation for choosing to come down here and upgrade the music room at Arts. It is stellar. Even the color palette and the mood of the room inspires creativity and play. That's a big part of it, to be inspired by your environment, to want to make music and to want to show up and make music. I'm really touched. I truly am.
Finally, we ventured out to Colorado Springs to construct our latest Leroy Neiman art studio at the Colorado School of the Deaf and Blind.
The late Leroy Neiman was the official artist for 5 Olympic Games, beginning in 1976. His art is on display at the new Olympic and Paralympic Museum near downtown Colorado Springs. Just down the road from the Olympic training facility sits the Colorado School for Deaf and Blind.
Really making art come alive for our students who are deaf or hard of hearing or blind or low vision. How can you not be inspired by having this studio here?
The arts community here in Colorado Springs is very vibrant and robust, and we're very excited to be a part of that.
In support of our friends in the Black community, we launched our newest program, GT Ventures, which will provide much-needed nonprofit and business startup grants to Black youth in the state of California. As we have since 1995, we will end the year making hundreds of kids very happy with a visit to our winter wonderland.
What a great year it's been through all of 2020. And as you saw in the video, we did build a gorgeous music studio with our newest partner, the fantastic Grammy Award-winning artist Jason Mraz. Although Jason was going to be our headliner tonight, he did send us this message.
Hey, it's Jason Mraz here. I know I'm supposed to be with you in San Francisco tonight celebrating the 25th anniversary of Good Tidings Foundation, but alas, good things must also be waited for. Good things come to those who wait, which means we're going to make it an even better party in 2021. So do stay tuned. I am still honored to be a part of the good work that this foundation is up to. So much so, their work did not stop even during the pandemic. This summer, we partnered up and built an amazing music studio down in National City to some of the most deserving students in all of San Diego. So thank you so much to Good Tidings Foundation and for your support in making that possible, not only for those students, but for the joy that I received just being associated. Thank you so much for turning me on to your inspiring work. I hope this finds you all well and in good health and in good company, and that you have the happiest holidays. And I'll see you next year for one of the best parties ever. Take care.
Thanks, Jason. I can't tell you how much we are looking forward to that concert. Well, I've switched spots for our next segment. As you probably know, every year Good Tidings presents its highest honor to a longtime supporter. This award is named in honor of our former official spokesperson and NBA Hall of Famer Nate Thurmond. The actual medal is created at the same mint that produces the Pulitzer Prize and the Peabody Award. This year's recipient is none other than one of the greatest athletes in Bay Area history, Vita Blue. Vita's been supporting us in so many ways since our inception 25 years ago. If you've been to one of our events, it is likely you have seen Vita there. I saw that.
Okay.
So with that, look who we have here. Socially distanced, it's the great Vita Blue. Can we get a congratulation? Are
Yes,
we allowed
we
to do
can.
that? I think we're allowed
Thank
to
you
do that.
very much, Dave.
What
Thank you.
I'm just thrilled that you're our Nate Thurmond Award recipient here in 2020. How you doing?
I'm great, man, but this is pretty cool, you know. I met Nate before he passed away, and he's obviously been a big part of the Good Tidings Foundation. And this was easy for me to become a part of this because I have a lot of respect for Larry Harper. He hates me giving him strokes, but I have to. And because, you know, the stuff he does, he's done some stuff for Junior Giants, my initial affiliation with the Giants. And you can see their work locally in the Bay Area. So that's what I like about what the Good Tidings Foundation does.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with us for so long. You mentioned Nate Thurmond. The award's named after
Sure.
the great Hall of Famer. What do you remember about Nate?
Man, all I know is he was a cool dresser. He had these neckties. That I do remember. And he was a pretty soft-spoken guy. But, you know, if I can just live up to this honor of being the recipient of this award, that in itself would be cool. And, you know, at my age now, I've been humbled, but I express it now. You know, my late father, Vita Blue Sr., my mother, Sally Blue, always taught my sisters and I about giving back locally and even nationally, or worldwide, just giving, period. And that's something that I've taken a lot of pride in, giving back and helping out when I can.
So you learned that at home, but then you became this great sports star. Nate was a great sports star, a Hall
Sure.
of Famer. Is there something specifically you think about athletes and, I don't know what word you want to use, whether responsibility, obligation, or privilege to help people?
I think responsibility and obligation is the two words that I would choose, Dave. I feel like I'm obligated to give back to the local community. Even though I played ball in Oakland, when I was over there, I tried to do stuff in Oakland. And I've done my part of being the West Bay participant in doing, of course, that's what the Good Tidings are. We're here in the West Bay. But it's just a lot of, you know, personal satisfaction when I can enhance another person's life.
One of my favorite things about you, and I have many favorite things about you.
Okay.
But one of my favorite things about you is you talking about where you grew up. I just like you saying the word Louisiana.
Yeah, well, you're tough to say Louisiana. I said Louisiana. The world was a lot innocent back then, Dave, and I was that innocent kid. All I wanted to do was play ball with my friends, and I got a lot of hugs and kisses from my parents, and that's something that I'll never forget. But again, the real thing that I take from my upbringing was that giving back and helping out, and that's instilled in me. And I have 4 daughters and a son. I have 4 granddaughters, so I'm always talking to them about giving back and doing the right thing. And those are 2 things that are important to me.
I think they've all lived up to that. You were a kid in Louisiana, a little different than growing up here in the Bay Area.
Yes.
But what Good Tidings does, almost exclusively, we help kids, right?
Sure,
absolutely. So do you ever
absolutely.
look at those kids that we get a chance to help and think back of what you were like when you were that age? Has that ever happened to you?
Well, yeah. Plus, I know they got to realize how lucky they are to have a project like the Good Tidings come in and refurbish a baseball field, refurbish an outdoor basketball court, our gymnasium in itself, our track field. And once again, my heart goes out to Larry Harper because he's a true blue person,
I like that term.
Yeah, well, Charlie Finley coined it first, but
he did. We'll give Charlie credit for something at least.
God rest his soul. May he rest in peace.
Well, part of our mission is to teach those kids how great of a pitcher you were.
Well, I don't know, Dave.
I don't want anybody to forget that. You're one of the all-time greats.
Thank you so much, but I don't see that being a big deal I was blessed with the ability to throw a baseball. I didn't practice a lot. I didn't practice, 5 hours a day. I was just blessed with the ability to throw a baseball. And once I got into the pros, my pitching coach in the minor leagues, my pitching coach in the major leagues fine-tuned my ability, and the rest is history,
The rest was history.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, can we do one quick? So here we are, it's December. We're looking ahead already to 2021.
Sure.
Lord knows we hope 2021 is better than 2020.
No kidding.
But how about on the baseball field? A's, Giants, you have an idea of what kind of baseball year it's going to be in the Bay Area?
Well, hopefully it'll be successful for both teams. Obviously, baseball fans all over the world, especially in the U.S., we're starving to go sit in the stands and be on site when you're doing the games, and not be, when they're in L.A., not be at the press box at Pac Bell.
You can call it whatever you want. Oracle Park now.
Yeah, thank you. My bad. Sorry, Pac Bell. Sorry, Oracle. But I'm looking forward to both teams having a good year. Obviously, the Giants are a couple years behind the A's, and the A's have made the playoff the last couple years. But I think the Giants are on the right track now with the new GM, and they're going to do some good things eventually.
You want to test out your new medal?
Hey, man,
I would hand it to you
this is
ordinarily, but
pretty cool.
you get to.
Wow.
I mean, it's hefty. It's pretty cool, isn't it? You could even put it on if you want. You want to try it on?
With
You
this
could be walking
coconut head I
around
have.
town wearing that. I could see that.
My version of a gold medal.
Congratulations,
Thank
Vita.
you very much,
So
David.
happy for you.
My pleasure. sir.
Happy
Thank
holidays,
you.
and thanks for everything you do for Good Tidings.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Well, thanks again to Vita Blue, a great longtime friend of Good Tidings and certainly a worthy recipient of the Nate Thurmond Award. One of the highlights of every year for us is when we meet our community service scholars for the first time.
Hi everyone, my name is Zaina and I'm an incoming senior, so probably the 2016 recipients for Good Tidings. I'm a sociology major with a minor in economics, and one thing that I've enjoyed during COVID quarantine is just I've been able to catch up on reading and spend some more time with my family, so that has been an upside. Something I'm really nervous about going back to school remotely is, like someone else said, just being able to focus, because I feel like I'm very much a person who needs like the presence of a classroom, but hopefully it'll be okay and I'll be able to work through that and, plan ahead for after senior year. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Angie Gomez. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm currently a rising junior at Stanford University studying sociology and comparative studies in race and ethnicity. Something that I'm kind of concerned about for the future is mainly just adjusting to online learning, because that seems the direction most universities are heading into. I have done some fun things this summer. I'm currently working as a virtual RA for the Summer Bridge program for first-gen students at Stanford. So it's been really fun to get to meet freshmen, and they have a lot of energy. I'm kind of sad they didn't have graduation or anything this year, but they're really great, and I really like my group.
Hey guys, my name is Mohammed Al-Alefi. I'm studying cognitive science at UC Berkeley. I've been into gardening this past 2 or 3 months, just to save time and some money. And one thing I'm worried about is finding a place to live. I know that campus is closed, so that would mean I'd have to find an apartment outside of campus. And attending lectures on time and having a good network and building, with clubs without having to be there.
Hi, I'm Madiha. In the fall, I'm going to be a data science and bioengineering major at UC Berkeley. Something fun I did over the summer, I just recently finished up a Google summer program, so that was pretty fun. I also have been going hiking a lot in in places where there's not a lot of people, since we can't go out and about too much. So that's been pretty fun as well. One thing that I'm worried about, I would say, is also just distance learning, online through Zoom. I'm also very hands-on person. I like learning in person, doing things and stuff like that. So I think it might be a little bit difficult to learn fully virtually through Zoom.
Right. This idea that you are somehow an imposter and undeserving of being where you are, or unprepared to go, or to where you're going and be on the path that you're on. I highly encourage you to Google that and really just understand that you are amazing and you are where you're supposed to be. You're on your path and you have so much to give and contribute to the world. And so I think once I was able to kind of get that, and as I continue to try and strive to understand that on a daily basis, it really kind of opens up for you to sort of be brave and confront the challenges, the unique challenges of being first gen. And what that looks like is we don't have older siblings or, folks, parents who can help us with our homework or what have you, or who have already been there, done that, so to speak. But you find other folks and you build a community that can help you to do that as well.
Every year we get hundreds of applications that are narrowed down to these 10 recipients who each receive a $10,000 award to use to further their education. So let's meet each of our Community Scholar winners.
Hello, my name is Esmeralda Salgado, and I come from North Monterey County High School and from a family of migrant farm workers. My family has always been in a low-income situation. We struggle to pay rent, utilities, and other basic necessities. That means that there's no money for my education, which is why I would like to thank Good Tidings for this opportunity. As a daughter of migrant farm workers who have to move along with the crop seasons, we often feel like we have no place. I discovered that when doing community service, I found my place. In the past years, I have been involved in ongoing volunteer work. For example, mentoring for the elementary school-aged migrant academies, which takes place during school vacation weeks. I have participated in distributing donations to needy families. This was during the recent COVID crisis. We donated food, toys, books, and clothing. I have volunteered in making and donating plenty of sugar skulls to a community of third graders for Day of the Dead. I helped establish the new Raíces, also known as Roots, folkloric dance group at my high school so that we could showcase our cultural history. To me, community service is a way of life. It's important to me because it gives hope and encouragement to those people who need it. Overall, I feel that these different activities have helped my community by promoting pride and creating a sense of belonging.
From Navarro, I live in Salinas, California, and I go to Everett Alvarez High School. I'd like to first start off by thanking the Good Tidings Foundation and everyone who has helped make projects such as this scholarship possible. It is an honor to be able to be recognized for my community service and my contribution towards my Latinx community. This scholarship is a great help because it will help me continue pursuing a higher education, something I did not deem possible due to my socioeconomic status. One of my community service activities that I am most passionate about is helping Latinx immigrants overcome language barriers at Salinas Union High School District's adult school. Whether it is flashcard games or sitting next to them during exams or warm-ups, or helping them fill out documentation they trusted me with, I have become someone who has made a positive impact in their life. Someone who they believed changed their lives. This project is close to my heart because as a daughter of immigrant parents, I saw how my mother struggled to navigate the world without me because she depended on me as her personal translator. Experience inspired me to continue helping underrepresented groups such as my Latinx community live in America with one less barrier. Family, my mother has struggled to sustain my siblings and myself. She has taken on multiple jobs such as a strawberry harvester to help support my family. However, this scholarship is a great help because it will help me worry about one less thing when it comes to helping pay my college education. I utilize the scholarship and this opportunity to go to college and come back and help communities and people such as myself the same way Good Tidings has helped me. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Hugo. I'm a senior at Hugo Alvarez High School in Salinas. I'm 17 years old but migrated to the U.S. when I was about 4 years old with my mom. I'm from Mexico, Mexicali, Baja California. It's located under California, hence the name Baja California, but still in Mexico. During school, before COVID, I enjoyed going to sports a lot. I involved myself in a sport every year, although I didn't find my kin until I started playing tennis. I played anything from wrestling to baseball. Now during COVID times, I spend a lot of times inside, mostly either playing video games or looking for scholarships for college. To me, personal hardships involved having and being in a lower income household. Although I was raised by a single mom, it's hard making a living here in California, especially in California, with a single parent. To me, community service is extremely important. Although I grew up in the barrios, or the ghetto, of my town, I believe giving back to the community is one of the most important things because although the community will always change, it will never change the fact that it helped you grow as an individual. That's what I believe. It helped me grow and mold myself into the individual I very am today.
Hi everyone, my name is Siobhan Foster and I'm a senior at Lowell High School. Growing up in the Bayview, there's a lot of stuff that has impacted my life, but has also made me a stronger person. Towards my sophomore year, I lost my dad due to gun violence, and living next to the Hunters Point Naval Shipyard, I also have to deal with a lot of health risks that have been impactful towards my life, but also other members in my community because of the cancer causing and asthma causing toxins. Moving forward towards high school, I had to deal with a lot of issues of race because of my presence in my school community being 2% of the school's 2,700 population. There's a lot of gaslighting and racism I had to deal with, but I also had to learn how to defend myself and advocate for myself in those situations. A lot of that pushed me on the path to my advocacy. I serve on the Board of Education as a student delegate, where I'm able to implement numerous resolutions to support the students of my district. Right now, we're focusing on implementing a Black Studies resolution that will implement Black Studies curriculum in K-12 classes. We're also working on the Title IX resolution that will strengthen our sex ed curriculum, teaching students about sexual assault and harassment. I also serve on numerous other councils like Student Body, the Student Advisory Council. I'm also affiliated with Teen Tech SF and other organizations. I hope this will be a small introduction, and I hope to see you all soon in person.
Hi everyone, my name is Renna Salem. I'm a senior at Balboa High School in San Francisco, California. And today I'm going to talk about how I'm active in my community and what my community work means to me. So I'm a leading member at a student-led organization at my school called Bell Empower Her. And what Bell Empower Her does is it provides a safe space for students on campus to come together and to build from one another and to learn from one another and to learn self-advocacy skills and learn self-empowerment skills through monthly workshops around topics such as women's health rights, rape prevention, healthy coping mechanisms, and just various other topics that we need as women to thrive in society. And the reason that being part of Bound Power Her means so much to me is because it has given me a space to collaborate with so many strong women in the community. I've been able to meet women from all over the state. I've been able to, collaborate with people I wouldn't have a chance to otherwise. And it's given me a support system, and it's given me a beacon of hope. And it shows me, if these strong women could overcome X, Y, and Z and be where they are today, I could do the same.
Greetings, everyone. Hi, my name is Pollard. I am a senior at Oakland High School, and I am more than grateful to say that I was one of the selected winners of the Good Tidings Scholarship. With my hard work within my community as a tutor in math and science, all the way from grades to kindergarten, all the way to 8th grade, and with my volunteer service to the homeless within my Oakland community by giving them blankets and giving them food, this opportunity would have not been possible for me. What really inspired me to become a tutor was through my own experience with my family not being able to afford to get me one, which left me struggling within my academics and wishing for a person like myself who would come to my community and help students like me with my academics. Not only would it increase the students' motivation in school, but it will teach them to learn from their mistakes and not be afraid to ask for help. And that is a major problem within most students today. Not only did I want to help students like me who come from an under-resourced background with their academics, but I did want to become a role model for them to do the same, share their knowledge, and be a leader within their community. And this is why foundations like Good Tidings and community service is so valuable to communities like my own. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Christopher Carter. I'm a senior at Van High School, and I'm really excited to receive the $10,000 scholarship from the Good Tidings Foundation of their Community Service Scholarship. This is really special to me, and I felt really good about applying to the scholarship because I had a really good moment and experience with community service. This event had something to do with me and my senior class graduating in 2021. I am a senior in high school. With COVID happening, it is taking lots of opportunities for us. We're unsure of our graduation. We're unsure of our prom. Lots of high school landmarks are just being ripped right from under us. So I felt like it would be good to get all of our seniors together safely and throw our senior sunrise and celebrate the beginning of our senior year. So getting donations from businesses and parents involvement, it really brought all of us together from neighboring schools and ours. So I really want to thank Good Tidings Foundation for taking the experience, listening to my story, and awarding me this $10,000 scholarship. It takes a huge weight off of me to be able to pay $10,000 less for college. I also want to say that this opportunity it's like no other. My first scholarship that I ever signed up for, I got. And so therefore it makes so much more sense to me. I also want to thank Good Tidings for the cool merch that you guys sent me. I love the hydro and I love the book. Inside of it, it says Isaiah Dream Big. So thank you guys for that. You guys really care about who you're awarding these things to. You guys really have a really good selection process. And I thank you again for giving me this scholarship and taking the opportunity. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, my name is Alana Stoll and I attend Castellea School in Palo Alto, California. I serve as a tutor and instructor at the local Boys and Girls Club, where I teach STEM classes to local elementary school students. I also serve as a member of the Student Advisory Board for my local congresswoman, where I research issues in my community such as affordable housing and mental health care. I am passionate about community service because I have benefited from the generosity of both my local and school communities, and I believe that it is imperative that I serve the very communities that were so formative for me. At school, I am engaged in several activities, I am Vice President of the senior class, Co-President of the Black Student Union, and a research TA in the library for underclassmen. While the pandemic brought much of our lives to an unexpected halt, it also brought my siblings home, which means that my mom and the 4 of us are sheltering in place together. The 5 of us, 4 teenaged virtual students and a parent working from home, share a small apartment and the same work, study, and living space all the time. I don't know exactly what the future holds for me, but I vow to remain active, engaged, and inspired by communities that foster social justice and elevate the demands of groups in need. I am so thankful to the Good Tidings community for this generous scholarship. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tran and I am a senior at Lowell High School, and I was born in San Francisco, California, and I am super grateful to be one of the 10 recipients of the Good Tidings Community Service Award, because community service and returning to the surroundings I've grown up in has always been very dear to my heart, and making college affordable has always been a top priority of mine. I grew up in a low-income family of 4, and first in Chinatown, then we moved to the Tenderloin, where I grew to realize that there are so many prevalent issues in the Bay Area, and I noticed financial insecurity in my own life. So that's why throughout high school I've been working with a nonprofit called My Path to combat and fight against financial inequity, particularly in groups of immigrants and undocumented and foster youth, at-risk folks in general. And so far we've been working to pass a bill in the California state capitol about youth being able to open their bank accounts under the age of 18 so they can start building credit and equipping themselves with the adequate financial education. And as of right now, in the pandemic, I am working with multiple companies and juggling multiple internships to be able to alleviate some of the financial pressures at home. So I am super grateful for the opportunity that Good Tidings has afforded me.
Hi, my name is Danielle Fuchs. I'm a senior at Oakland Technical High School. So I was born and raised in Oakland, California, specifically West Oakland. And in my neighborhood, there's a lot of liquor stores, but barely any grocery stores, which contrasts where I go to school in North Oakland, which has much more better access to healthy food. So to combat this food inequity problem in my city, I was an advocate in the Free Supper for Hungry Minds campaign, which aimed to bring back the supper and snacks to after-school programs that OUSD, Oakland Unified School District, had cut the budget from. And so we were able to bring back the meals for the entire school district. And after I was able to solve this problem within the city and the school district, I tried to make more of an impact in my own neighborhood. So I was a volunteer at a food drive last year during Thanksgiving in my neighborhood, which aimed to bring meals for the needy. And after I was able to help both Oakland and especially my own community in Oakland, West Oakland, I learned that anything is possible, and it really just takes one person or maybe a group of people to make an impact on the world. And at the end of the day, it might be difficult to make an impact, but it truly is worth it. And I just want to thank Good Tidings again for giving me this opportunity.
What an impressive group of young people again this year. So great to meet them all. Just another plug for our Fund a Need. We still have some items that could use your support. That URL is listed again below. In response to the positive social justice movement going on in our country, Good Tidings this year created a brand new program entitled GT Ventures. This program will provide a $10,000 grant to a young Black entrepreneur starting a nonprofit or a business. More information and applications can be found on our website. And this is an exciting moment for us. Let's meet our first recipient.
Hi, Good Tidings. Vashti and Madison here. We wanted to say thank you so much for choosing Madisons Treasure Box as the first recipient of your GT Ventures Scholarship Fund, Grant Fund. We are deeply appreciative. We are so grateful. for Madison to be the first person to receive this prestigious honor. And just to give you a little background about what Maddie's Treasure Box is, Madison, you want to talk about how it started?
Well, I thought I was watching a movie, and then I felt like there are no brown people, and the only brown person I saw was not really in the cast. And then I said, finally, a brown person, when I saw him. And my mom said, huh? And I was like, there's only one cast member that's brown. And she thought I was just joking. But when she looked it over, I was correct. On Juneteenth, I took a speech in front of Solving, in front of hundreds. And by that, we got lots of texts saying, can we keep the fundraiser going? And then I said yes. So it's been going on, and now we've raised $90,000.
Madison was correct. She was sent home because of the pandemic, as were many other children. And of course, she started watching a lot more movies and noticing that there were few protagonists that looked like her, that were of color. And she started questioning that. And so my query to Madison was, how do we change this? And she wanted to donate books with diversity. And at this point, Maddie's Treasure Box has become a nonprofit. And she also has her own line of multicultural crowns coming out. So
you're going to want this crown for Christmas.
Yeah. So we wanted to get away with the light and dark aspect, get away from, potential colorism kind of things, and just create fun, exciting names for each color that's featured. So Madison is going to have a Maddie's Treasure Box subscription box. And so we'll have a quarterly box where it will be books featuring protagonists that are of color and written by people of color. So that will hopefully allow them to have a platform to showcase their literary works, while also allowing children across the world to be able to partake of books, in which your contribution, your donation, choosing Madison for this grant will allow her not only to market her multicultural crowns and her subscription box even more, but it will also allow her to fall in under your team in the incubator and have many hands and many minds and many thoughts to be able to push forward the mission of Maddie's Treasure Box, which is to provide multicultural tools and supplies and resources to educational institutions across the world. So Madison has a letter that she would like to read to you.
Dear Good Tidings, thank you for helping little black children be successful. I am very honored that you've not only united our company, but united the world. Me and my mom, Vashti, are very thankful and proud. From Madison.
Yes, and with love and thanks, gratitude, we thank you. We thank you for planting a seed, for watering that seed, and for providing an environment and the funds necessary for not only Madison, but many children like her to be able to pursue their dreams and have the backing to do so. So Good Tidings and friends, we are looking forward to this journey with you, and we wish you all the best in this new year. Thank you.
Thank you. Kapooey!
As a part of our 25th anniversary, we launched our 25 for 25 campaign. Every dollar donated got you an entry into our sweepstakes for a classic Range Rover County long wheel base. This vehicle was born in 1995, the same year as Good Tidings was founded. Entries ended on December 1st, and the drawing was done by the accounting firm of BPM. The winner's name placed in a sealed envelope and sent directly to the home of our dear friend and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Alice Cooper, to make the announcement. So Alice, take it away.
Hello everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood rocker and Good Tidings supporter, Alice Cooper. First, congratulations to everyone on your 25th anniversary. I have my hand on the envelope that was sent to me via top secret convoy across the desert to my home in Arizona. It holds the name of the winner of the classic 1995 Range Rover, born on the same year as Good Tidings. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, I shall open the envelope. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, wait a minute there. And the winner of the Range Rover is Alice Cooper. No, just kidding. The winner of the envelope is Merity Green. Merity Green wins the Range Rover, 1995 Range Rover. Very, very cool car. I'd hold on to that. It's a classic. Congratulations over there, and we'll see when this whole mess all clears up.
Well, we sure wish we were together in person tonight, but nonetheless, we thank all of you all for being with us. We hope you follow all of our work on our social media platforms and our newly launched podcast. We wish you good health and the happiest of holidays. We will keep the Fund a Need open for 30 more minutes, and if you have any questions, our staff is in the office tonight, and we would love to hear from you. Good night, everyone.